Hi Colin, hi Sophie. What does look here mean? I'm confused. I'm doing really good, Sophie. Thank you for asking. No, I would not do that. Oh. Thank you, Sophie. Why would you want to be dead, Tim? I'm just like doodling on a notebook. I am not single, so. I'm so sorry to hear that, Tim. Does anyone here play a sport? Chatty. No, I'll be right back. Okay. Gotta find it here. So I'm gonna do like, I'm gonna tell you about, it was made into a book and it was called A Child Called It. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it. So this, because this is about abuse, it's the third worst abuse case record. It's the third worst case record of abuse. And this child lived in California. They were a happy family, but started to go through a rough patch. And he had two brothers, Ron and Stan. Then Russell and Kevin were born during the abuse stage. His mother would blame him a lot for the family issues and would have to face severe punishments from his mother. And the punishment she used was, she would hold his hand like on a stove so that his skin was like would start to burn. And she one time even made him lay on top of the burners, to the point where, you know how sometimes when you burn yourself it starts to like I don't know, kind of like expand and blister. He had to do that like all over his body. And the next was the gas chamber. She would lock him in the bathroom and she would mix bleach and, I cannot say this properly, ammonia, which would make a gas form, and she would lock him in the bathroom and it would like suffocate him from the gas, and sometimes he would even pass out. The mother would also not feed him and would use food as a weapon on him. And this is one incident that had happened. Since his mother would starve him and he was so hungry, he used to steal food from other kids' lunchbox because that's the only way he could actually get food. And when he went to school one day, he went into the cafeteria and he ate frozen hot dogs that were literally, they're probably not good. And the school told his mother because they caught him. And when they got home, the mother went to the bathroom and stuck her hand down his throat to see if he had ate anything. And it would make him throw up literally everything that he had eaten. And she'd done that multiple times, every time that he was caught stealing or something. And this was like the most disgusting thing ever, and I can like barely read it. And I would not be able to go through what this child went through. One time when he did throw up in the toilet, his mom made him pick it up into a bucket and then eat it. When he got in a lot of trouble when he got caught. And this was another incident when they went on a camping trip. Russell, one of the younger children, had like, I don't want to discuss you out, but like massive diarrhea. And the mother wouldn't let this boy go with the dad and the other brothers. And you're probably thinking, where's the dad in all of this? The dad actually used to just spend all his time at work because he didn't want to face the mother. And he couldn't, even when he tried to do something for the child, it would never work. So he just stayed at work all day. He was a firefighter, and but the only time that he was home was the time that the boy was actually getting better treatment from the mother. And so at the camping trip, when the dad and the rest of the brothers went for a hike, the mom made him stay back, and she took the dirty diaper and she made him eat it. And it just is like, that's the like worst, that was like the second worst thing that she did to him. And the dad was either at work, he was drunk, or he didn't come home, because the mother was an alcoholic and so was the dad. And that's, I think, how it all started, was of the drinking. This also was another incident that was really, really bad. The mother and him were in the kitchen because he was doing dishes, and he had to like a limited amount of time to do chores, otherwise he'd get a punishment. So I don't think he didn't get it done in the right amount of time, and the mother started getting into like a physical fight with him and like hitting him, punching him, slapping him, kicking him, and she had a knife in her hand. As they were fighting, she lost her balance and he fell right on top of her. And the knife actually went right through his chest, and it was not like, it was not good at all. And when he woke up, the mother was taping, like trying to like stop the bleeding, but she would give him a little bit better treatment as he was like getting better, but his wound actually got infected because she wasn't taking care of him. And he would bleed through his shirts, and then his mother would yell at him. He would have to live in the garage because the mother didn't want him in the house. He had to drink out of a faucet that did not have clean water in it. And it's just like shocking to read this book, because it's like, how did this child go through this? Like, this is like insane. Another incident was the nice incident. The mother was like being really nice to him. So one day she took him into a bedroom and said, "Honey, I'm sorry. Will you please forgive me?" And started being all nice to him, and he actually believed it. And because for a couple days she gave him new clothes, gave him lunch for school, was taking care of him. He could sit at the dinner table finally and eat with them, and it was like a normal family, like they were before all the drinking and stuff. And then like when I think it was like 4th of July, she let him go out and play with with his brothers with sparklers and everything, and he didn't get beaten once or yelled at until about 2 days later. A social worker came to their house, and this boy's name was David. David knew right then and there that she wasn't being nice because she wanted to be nice, because she wanted to be nice to David. She was being nice because she didn't want the social worker to think that she was abusing him. So when the social worker came, he asked David if the mother was abusing him, and the mother just glared at the son the entire time. And this is what really shocks me, is he didn't speak up about it, because the social worker would have been able to do something. But I understand where he's coming from, because that's his mother, but all the stuff that she put him through makes it even worse. So he said no, that she wasn't abusing him, and after that it went right back to beating him, yelling at him. Nothing really changed. And that entire story made me realize that I never want to treat my kids like that. I would never abuse my child, because what this kid went through is something I would never put my child through. And this David actually went off and got married. I'm not sure if he had any kids, but he actually got divorced. And the reason he got divorced was because he didn't know what love felt like. So it was hard for him to be in a marriage where he didn't get love all his life, and then all of a sudden he was getting all the love and attention. And that's why they got a divorce in the end. And that's like, and every single like incident that I've stated is in that book. And if you want to know like more about it, you should read it, because it's like, even though it was like hard to read, it was actually like, I actually really liked it because it kind of taught me a valuable lesson. It like, it taught me that I would never abuse my kids, and I would never do anything that this mother was doing to her child, because it's not right. It's like, there was just so many incidents where, like, there was the one where he threw up in the toilet and he made him eat it. That was one incident. The camping trip, that was the second incident. The stabbing incident, that's the third. The nice incident, that was the fourth. And then, let me see here. The gosh, not really feeding him like at all. The food he even got was literally just the scraps of the table. Like, he maybe got, let's see, so if you know what a steak is and how big that is, I would say like this much of that. And that's all he would get. It kind of is just like, and I hope that nobody treats their kid like that, because it's not right. So that's like all I have on the Child Called It. I would definitely recommend reading the book because you can learn something off of it. It's not just for like knowing what she did to him. It's actually a really good lesson that it teaches you, and I actually learned a lot of responsibility through it, because I learned that I can take care of myself, and that there's a lot more to life than just playing video games or something. Like, just to think how many children have probably went through that, it kind of makes me sick to my stomach. If you guys liked hearing that story, then I would recommend reading the book. And if you have like any other stories you want me to like tell on a live, then I will do that, because on A Child Called It, I gotta find it now. Oh my gosh. I'll just show you, like, here, let me show you. Okay. I literally took notes, and, like, oh wait, not that one. I took notes on everything that happened. It wasn't just like, I'm gonna show him. So if you want me to do something else, just like comment on one of my videos, or you can comment it now. And I hope that even just through that, you kind of learn something. That's what I try to do, even when if I'm doing a God-related speech or God-related live, or if I'm reading a book about something. I hope everybody learns something, and everybody learned a lesson. I hope that they learned something new, and that they enjoyed it. And that's why I always like to get everybody's feedback, because I like to know what people want to hear. I want to make sure that it's entertaining for you guys. And yeah, I guess that's really all. I probably will be doing a live tomorrow, so if you want to come and check that out, be sure to look for my channel, and I will see you guys maybe tomorrow night. Okay, bye.